Great googly moogly. What is going on out there, everybody? My name is Sean Carrier. Thank you for watching Bet Edge. We took yesterday off just to kind of refresh and recharge. We were coming off a little bit of a downtick, but if you do this long enough, those things are bound to happen. But we know not to panic. Just double down on the work. You know, take that day off to recharge and come back better than ever. And that's exactly what we've done. We've been in the lab for the last 2 days working on this card, and we've come up with four spectacular plays that we absolutely love and fully expect to turn this ship right around. So let's dive right into it. The main course of the night, Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors heading to Cleveland. The Cavaliers backs up against the wall. We're going to see if they can right the ship for themselves. Because if they lose tonight, let's face it, this series is absolutely over. You're definitely not going to win 4 games in a row against this Golden State Warriors team. They are just too good for that. So we'll start off with this game. There is an angle here, a situation unfolding that has been absolutely money over the last 2 years. Teams that go down 0-2 that are heading home for Game 3 at home are 24-3. ATS in the first half of Game 3. I mean, that is just, that stat is astronomical. It's been very, very generous to us over the course of this year's playoffs, and we're going to go to the well one more time. We're going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers +1 on the first half, throw a unit at that. I mean, this trend is just too much to ignore, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's your back's up against the wall. It's basically all or nothing in that first half. You have to come out with your best effort, and teams in that situation more often than not have been doing just that. I mean, 24-3. Trends do not get too much stronger than that. So sign us up. That's our first play of the day. That's the play that's going to get this ship turned around. Really doesn't get much stronger than that. We absolutely love it. Cleveland Cavaliers +1 on the first half. Our first play of the day. Play number 2, sticking with Game 3 of the NBA Finals. This total has me absolutely baffled. It's been bet all the way up to 227. The reason I think this total is taking so much steam, there's been a few quotes from the Cleveland Cavaliers side of things. Kyrie Irving saying he's expecting a track meet for the duration of the NBA Finals. LeBron James, when asked if the Cavs were gonna try to slow things down, so to speak, he replied in saying that that's just not their style, that's not how they play, and that they want to play their own brand of basketball. Tyronn Lue also had a similar quote to that, and the public has jumped all over it, betting it up to 227 points. But when you actually delve into the numbers, I mean, it really doesn't make much sense. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings, and this is the highest posted total that these two teams have ever seen. The crew chief for today, Monty McCutcheon, under ref so far this year, 36-40 to the under. And only one of the last 10 meetings between these two teams has gone or reached 227 points. It just so happens to have been the last game that everyone saw. So in my estimation, this is just an overreaction to the last thing that's fresh in people's minds. Because I did a quick calculation here, added up the totals of the last 10 meetings of these two teams. It's only averaging 209 points per contest when these two teams meet. So 227 in my estimation, it can only be an overreaction to what people just saw and the quotes coming out of the Cleveland side of the locker room. But I don't know how much stock you want to put in those quotes. When you've got a team that's being a little too upfront about how they're going to attack things in an upcoming game, could easily be some false flag quotes coming out of Cleveland. Just try to throw Golden State off in terms of what to expect for Game 3, because everyone watched these first 2 games. Cleveland would be out of their mind to come out in Game 3 and 4 and just stay at that pace or play even faster. I mean, I don't see how they're going to get an edge doing that. And if they come out and do that, I mean, I think it's over for them. I can't see them winning a game that gets up to the 230, 240 range. So that's my quick take there on Game 3 of the NBA Finals. I've got Cleveland in the first half +1 and under 227 for the full game. I absolutely love these two plays. As I said, I fully expect this to get stuff turned around in a big way. And there's also two MLB plays that really stood out to me today. The Minnesota Twins team total sitting at 4.5. Absolutely love the over. I think the Twins can score a bunch of runs against, I can never say his name, Yovani Gallardo, pitching for the Seattle Mariners today. In Gallardo's last 3 starts, he's 0-3 straight up. Only has gotten through 12 innings in those 3 games with a 2.75 whip and a 12.75 ERA. It does not get much worse than that. Gallardo has been an absolute gas can over his last 3 starts, and I do not think he's going to get it turned around today. The Twins have been spectacular on the road, 17-7, hitting .258 against right-handed pitching, averaging 4.61 runs per contest, and so we expect them to outperform their average today, facing a pitcher that's in the state that Gallardo is in, and the Twins have a great history against Gallardo. They have 5 batters on their roster that are hitting a combined .478 against Gallardo over his career, and this seems to be one of the worst stretches he's ever been in his career. Everything just lining up to go way over for the Minnesota Twins today, and they saw Paxton last night. So that drop-off between Paxton and Gallardo is absolutely massive. I would not be surprised to see them score 6 or 7 runs today against the Seattle Mariners. So we're going to take the team total over for the Minnesota Twins, and we're going to take a shot with the Houston Astros. Also, they've got Dallas Keuchel on the mound today. He's 9-0 this year with a 0.87 whip, 1.67 ERA. Absolutely filthy. It does not get too much better than that. And the Royals have been struggling to hit left-handed pitching, hitting only .220 against lefties this year. The Astros hitting .258 against lefties this year, taking on the Royals lefty in Vargas. But with the Astros, better hitting, definitely the better pitcher on the mound today, only paying a short price with the Houston Astros, who've been red hot lately, 9-1 in their last 10. Sign us up for that every day of the week. We're going to throw 1 unit at the Houston Astros. So that's the card today, guys. An absolutely stacked card today. We literally could not fit another game on this card if we wanted to. 4 huge units going out today, and we expect every single one of those units to be coming back. So I really hope this video helps any selections you're thinking of making today. If there's any other questions you have, any other games you're looking at, get at me on Twitter at @bet_edge. I'd be more than glad to answer any questions you guys might have. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Good night and good luck.
Oh, yeah. I'm with this. I'm just gonna sit here laid back to this nice mellow beat, you know, and drop some smooth lyrics. 'Cause it's 88.